Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our discussion on the current events of 17th May 2018. The first issue in news is regarding the Swachh Sarvekshan survey released by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for the year 2018. According to the survey, Jharkhand is the best performing state, while Indore in Madhya Pradesh is the cleanest city in the country. The Union Territory of Chandigarh stands at the third place, and the New Delhi Municipal Council has got the title of India's cleanest small city. Further, Mysore from Karnataka has been ranked the cleanest medium-sized city, and Mangalore has been ranked the best city in solid waste management. With that, let's look into the next issue, which is regarding the new policy on biofuels recently approved by the Union Cabinet. The policy expands the scope of raw material for ethanol production by allowing the use of sugarcane juice and sugar-containing materials like sugar beet, sweet sorghum, starch-containing materials like corn, cassava, damaged food grains, rotten potatoes, which are unfit for human consumption. The policy also allows the use of surplus food grains for the production of ethanol for blending with petrol with the approval of the National Biofuel Coordination Committee. There is also a provision for viability gap funding scheme for the production of second generation ethanol biorefineries in addition to the tax incentives and a higher purchase price in comparison to the first generation biofuels. The move seeks to not only help farmers dispose their surplus stock but also reduce India's oil import dependence. With that, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the conservation efforts needed to protect the long-billed vulture or the Indian vulture, which is categorized as critically endangered. A similar exercise is carried out in Haryana at the Jatayu Conservation Breeding Center to protect three species of vulture, including the long-billed vulture, and the measures include establishment of vulture safe zones to eliminate the probability of consumption of the drug diclofenac through animal carcasses by vultures within a radius of 100 km of their habitat. A similar initiative has to be carried out at the Palarapu cliff vulture habitat in Telangana, along with the coordinated efforts of Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh for the conservation of this critically endangered species. The next issue in news is an editorial regarding the violence which has erupted in Gaza Strip. The violence in Gaza preceded the opening of the American embassy in Jerusalem, which had previously declared that it recognizes Jerusalem as Israel's capital and would shift the US diplomatic mission currently in Tel Aviv to the disputed city of Jerusalem. When the US made this announcement, many had warned it would trigger violence in the Palestinian territories, further complicating any peace process, which is the case now, where Israeli soldiers have fired into a crowd, killing at least 60 people in Gaza. The disproportionate response of the Israeli military shows the utter disregard of both Israel and the international community have for Palestinian lives, with no meaningful effort to restart the peace process. The current move of the US government to move the embassy to Jerusalem has only worsened the crisis because Palestinians fear that Israel might manipulate the facts on the ground to its advantage. Therefore, the international community must not remain silent, and to begin with, it should launch an inquiry into the military action at the Gaza border. With that, let's look into the next issue, which is regarding the offer made by Pakistan Army that it is formally ready to join the dialogue process with India to a group of visiting South Asian journalists. As we can recall, post the 2016 Uri terror strike, the Indian government had scrapped plans to attend the SAARC summit in Islamabad, post which the diplomatic engagement between the two countries has witnessed a downward slide. Pakistan's army have engaged with India after the military chiefs have assumed power directly but have shied away when a civilian government was in power in Pakistan. India too has long felt that Pakistan army is not on the same page as the country's civilian government and could sabotage the process like what happened with the Lahore breakthrough in 1999. Keeping these things in mind, we have to wait and watch the future developments on this front. Till then, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the recent surprise visit of the Minister of State for External Affairs, General VK Singh, to North Korea. This is the first visit by a senior Indian official to North Korea since 1998, and the two sides discussed on a range of issues from political to cultural cooperation between the two countries. The two sides also discussed the recent peace initiatives and the proposed talks between North Korea and United States of America. Previously, India had joined the US and its allies in condemning North Korean actions and had even issued a Gazette notification which restricted any trade with North Korea other than in food and medicines. In this regard, the recent visit of the Minister of State for External Affairs suggests that India is trying to quietly rebuild ties with the North Korean regime prior to the proposed talks between North Korea and the US. With that, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do share this content if you like it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.